Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Oh my god, she's making an effort and she's filming a YouTube video. Today I thought I received this baby in the mail, so I thought I would do a purple like Norvina in styled makeup look for you guys. I used it for the first time yesterday and I used more of like the neutral shades, so I'll show you. So I used more of like these shades down here and this gold shade up here, shade here. So I'm thinking today of get me pink little material background up, and I'm wanting to do something a little bit more fun, something purple, something pinky, maybe a cut crease, maybe a halo eye. I don't know, we'll just see where we go. So first things first, I'm going to jump in and get me eyebrows on. I do just want to quickly pull attention to my skin. Last night I made a curry and it had red curry paste in it, so yeah, we're having a moment. We're having a bad skin moment. We're having an allergic reaction. So for my eyebrows, I have been absolutely loving the Benefit Brow, and since I've dyed my hair darker, I am in the shade 5. What I'm going to use to fill them in is just by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and it is the 7B eyebrow brush. And then just start to blend that line upwards. And I like to just go in and define my arch. And that is basically one caterpillar slug, as people on Instagram like to come for my eyebrows. It's one, done. So now that we've got 2 slugs on our face, I'm going to go in and I'm going to slimy set them with the Benefit 24-hour brow set. I'm going to go in and I'm going to carve out under my eyebrows and a little bit on top as well. And I'm also going to drag that concealer down into my eyelids, just because I don't know if you can tell, but my eyes are so dark, like under and over. A lot of it is because I have eczema, a lot of it's like genetic, a lot of it's because I'm really pale, I'm British, so it's just like, you know, just been blessed with pigmented eye areas. In with the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer, and I take the shade Light 1, which is also Chantilly. Carve my eyebrows out just with a flat concealer brush. Generally I'll take the Anastasia A4 brush. So once it's all on and blended in, I'll just grab a translucent powder. So I'm going to take the Mecca Max Life Proof Translucent Powder. Basically I just set the entire area so it's nice and prepped for eyeshadow. Now for the star of the show, the Norvina palette. So first of all, I'm going to grab Incense and Love. Oh my god, okay. These shadows are so pigmented. Like, I'll just show you the kickback. So how much I've got on the brush right here. And then the kickback in the pan. That was off like one dab. So I'm really going to take that excess off. And then I'll just go into my crease. Like, I'm finding it's not... like, for the amount of kickback that it's got and like the amount of product that gets put, like, dispersed onto your brush, I am finding that it's not the most pigmented. Every eyeshadow palette they've done, so I've tried every single one apart from Soft Glam, just because I felt like it was pretty basic. Like, it's just like a lot of the other eyeshadow palettes that I have anyway, or single shadows. I just felt like I really didn't need it in my collection. I'm finding like none of the palettes that they're releasing are coming close to quality. Like, of the modern Renaissance. Renaissance just really like blew everybody's minds, everybody's socks off. And yeah, like palettes like Subculture and Prism, I mean the colours are so cool and they're so different, but I just think like the shadow quality just isn't, it's not there. I'm going to start to deepen up my outer corner with the same two shades, so Love and Incense. Taking the Morphe F511 brush just to go over like all of these edges. Beautiful colour, like it's absolutely stunning. I love that. I think I'm definitely going to do some kind of like half cut crease because of that curry that I had last night. Oh my god, my skin. I don't want to put too much like dark stuff in my inner corner because it won't last long because my eyes are watering because of my allergic reaction. So, you know. And I'm going to pick up Soul, so tappy. Not as fallouty. That shade is not as fallouty, but I'm noticing that Soul is not a true matte. It's got like really tiny, looks like micro glitter. Like, pop that on top. Oh my god, it's not matte. Wow. I wonder if this colour is just really hard to formulate into like a matte shade. Oh my god, it's shiny. Wow. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, the Love shade has little flecks of like micro, so fine, like micro glitter. So does Base. Incense, Volatile, Eccentric and Passion seem to be fully matte, but the other ones aren't. Wow. Okay. I'm just going to keep building up on this not matte periwinkle colour. Look, I'm not throwing any hate because so far I'm having such a good experience. Like, there is a bit of fallout on my face, that's fine, that always happens, but the colours are blending so well. Pick up just a little bit more of Love and Incense. Just pop that through my crease because I'm starting to see just like a little bit of a divide. That like the camera was picking up just how shimmery this Soul colour is. I'm kind of upset that I've put it in my crease. I was gonna pick up Base. I've already dirtied the palette. Look at that. Look what I just did right there. Because it's like a felt. It gets really dirty. Whatever. I felt like I was going to pick up Base, which is this shade here, just to like soften out further my edges towards my eyebrow, but it's shiny and I've already got enough shiny up in here, so I'm not gonna do that with shimmery shades, shimmery mattes, demi matte eyeshadows, whatever. My situation is because I have eczema, my eyelids are so textured, like they're quite dry. The scarred skin around my eyes is really thick, so they are textured. And even if you don't like keep up maintenance with your eyebrows, like if you have little like fluffies under there, shimmery shades are gonna pick that up and you're just gonna be able to see everything. Now I'm just going to take a Morphe M514 brush and I'm gonna go in with Passion, this darker shade down here. I'm gonna pick up a bit of that. Oh wow, just the kickback is so extra. Pop that just on my outer corner. This shade is 100% matte. The fallout on my face is real. It's legit. Also my I hate it when there's so much kickback in a shade that it transfers onto the color next to it. Okay, so now I'm going to go back in with my NARS concealer and just brighten up the lid area, just sharpen it up a little bit, like kind of like a cut crease. So once we've got that crease nice and cut, I'm going to go in with Wild Child, which is the shade right here. So just taking Wild Child on a damp brush, and just popping that all over that concealer. Also might pick up a bit of rose gold. And then I'm going to go back in with my Passion shade. On that very inner corner area, I'm going to take the shade Dreamer. Oh, Dreamer is beautiful. This Wild Child shade, I'm just not loving it, to be honest with you. So it's like both the eyes done. Mascara, I'm just going to use the Benefit Bad Gal Lash. For foundation today, I'm going to try out a new one. When I say new, I've used it like once before. So this is the Marc Jacobs Shameless Foundation. I got the shade Light Y210. I'm going to give this another go because when I used it for the first time last week, I didn't love it. So today I'm going to try out the Morphe E54, which is basically just a flat kabuki brush, like two lines on my face. From what I can remember, like I used this last week and it's not full coverage. So let's just try it with this foundation brush. Especially because I have a lot of redness, so I can really tell on my skin like if something is full coverage or not. And I like quite, when my eczema is flaring up like this badly, I do like a quite full coverage foundation just because I like to cover up the redness. I tried this foundation, it really didn't cover up my redness, so we'll just try it again today. To be honest, this brush seems to be doing a much better job. That is one layer. And you can still see my redness around here. You can still see my zip, redness around my mouth. I'm going to go and chuck some on my forehead now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually just try and build up another layer of that. Which this is something that I didn't do last time. I just left it as like a sheer coverage to see how it builds. Oh. Now I'm not going to bring it down my neck purely because it burns. Like, if you have eczema, I know that a lot of my followers on Instagram also suffer from eczema. And when it's in a really bad flare, it burns. Okay, so we're going to go in with concealer now, which is probably like my favourite part, purely because like I said before, my under eyes are just... So I bought the Tarte Creaseless concealer. Creaseless is like a heavy, it's a big word to throw on something. And a brand like Tarte doesn't really have a target audience. They're a makeup brand. Packaging and everything is sort of suited to all age groups. I don't know, like I just feel like it's like you should say creaseless if you already have really smooth under eyes. Don't. Like I said before, my skin is really textured, especially around my eyes because fine lines. I've got really thick like skin under there, like a scarred skin. I might even zoom you in and just show you. So I'll show you my, oh my god, please don't look at my inner corners, they're so gross. But basically, you can see I've got so many fine lines and like all this red like skin, thick skin, and this concealer is about to say creaseless. Oh no. Thick and gooey. I can't compare it to the Shape Tape because I've personally never tried the Shape Tape. Favorite concealer of life is this NARS. It's the NARS matte concealer. Pick up a bit of the NARS concealer and I'll pop that under my eye. I take this one right up. It's so pigmented. Take a little bit of the Tarte Creaseless concealer and I'm in the shade 205 Light Sand. What I do is I just pop a little bit on top, just a small amount. Not a lot comes off the doe foot anyway. So thick and gluggy. I can imagine this being really hard to finish purely because I don't think that doe foot will be able to get all the product out. This one is the M512. I have tried the concealer with a beauty blender. I just don't love a beauty blender, to be honest with you. Because it is a really light concealer, obviously it does not match my base at all. It's way bright. I just take my foundation brush and I just buff out the edges. Smaller dome brush. And just fade that out near my eyeshadow as well, just so we don't have any like crazy harsh lines. So I am going to go in and set this. Let me zoom you in first just to show you that I've just put it on and it's already creased. Come on in, guys. Look. Creaseless. That shit ain't creaseless. Can't put a label on something that's not gonna like do its job, you know what I mean? Use the new Huda Beauty Easy Bake Powders and I am taking the colour Pound Cake is a Zoeva 114 brush and I'm just going to pack that under my eye. Now I don't know if I'm allergic to these powders or not. Again, I think it's the scent, the fragrance that I'm allergic to. I don't know. While our entire life is baking away with that Huda powder, I'm going to go in and I'm just going to set the rest of my face with a translucent powder. Use the same Mecca Max translucent powder that I used to set my eyeball. I don't like to put too much powder on my forehead just because of that skin that like is there. Brush off any excess powder from under my eyes, and how crazy is that? Like the difference from before to now is insane. We're gonna move on to our lower lash line. For our lower lash line, just grabbing the Norvina palette once more, taking Passion on a Morphe M507 brush and just basically just dragging that along the entire lower lash line. I'm going to grab Love and Incense, which are the two shades that we use in our crease, and I'm just going to further buff that underneath. I'm going to go into Dreamer, which I don't think I've shown you, which is this shade up here, the softest shade in the palette. Just dabbing that on my inner corners. Just to keep with the Anastasia theme of things, I'm going to use this very beaten up and loved ABH contour kit. Crazy ass brush. Models prefer, I think. I don't know. Oops. We know on this channel we love a good bronzer helmet. Live for a bronzer helmet. Whoops. So much. Oh my god. Stuffed myself, haven't I? A highlighter, since this is like a pink purple look, I see it only fitting to use the Huda Beauty Pink Sense highlighter palette. The gold shade and a bit of the white shade as well. Ooh, yeah. Alrighty, so for lips, I'm going to take the lip liner or lip contour, Huda Beauty lip contour in the shade Gossip Girl. The lip colour, I'm going to use the new Huda Beauty Demi Matte liquid lipstick, and this one is in the shade Game Changer. If you want to see the entire range of the Demi Matte liquid lips, just go over to my Instagram at Laurasharp.beauty, and I've got a swatch video up on there if you're interested. Okay. So I've just gone ahead and stuck some eyelashes on. Yes, they are Lauralash. Let's talk about that at a different time. Overall thoughts of the Norvina eyeshadow palette. Love it. Oh god, I'm trying to break it over here. Love it. Kind of annoyed at that periwinkle. What was it called? Kind of annoyed at that soul colour, the periwinkle. I really wish it was matte. Like, how nice would it be to just have like a full like periwinkle eye, like a full matte periwinkle eye? I think it would be so nice. In Wild Child as well, the pink shade, I felt like it just wasn't giving it to me. It wasn't that pigmented. Absolutely love like the rose gold, the dazzling, the dreamer, the summer, the love, the incense, the passion. Love like every other shade in there apart from like those few. But that's fine. That's the same with every palette. You're not going to love every single colour in every palette. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this makeup tutorial. Cool that I've just had the time today to sit down to film this as well. Like, I'm so happy that I made time during my week. And let me tell you right now, my kidney is so sore. Like, if you guys follow me on Instagram or whatever, do you know what, it's so hard to get people from Instagram to like jump over to YouTube as well. Like, I'm like, guys, come on, come over. If you guys are following my journey over on Instagram, you guys will know good couple of kidney stones. I've had one blasted out in my left and this right one. I had a really big night on last Saturday, so literally nearly a week ago. Had a really big night. Bitch is 24, she's paying for it. My kidney's just fucked. Don't overdrink when you've got a kidney stone, guys. Don't drink it all when you've got a kidney stone, guys. Oh my god. A bitch is sore. Hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you like the makeup look. I hope it made your mind up on whether you're going to buy the Norvina palette or not. I'm going to go, and I will hopefully see you guys in my next video, and hopefully it will be soon and not in like half a year.